Right, due to an error, I not making an early cut because Jesus Christ, I accidentally went to the next area, even though the game wasn't. Even though I had to switch over to this. So here we go, loading the file, and now we switch over to the right day, not earlier. Whoops. So this is about how far I got when I realized, like, wait a second, I just saved. I should do this into another vid. Most of the things are now split instead of like Persona 3, where I just recorded everything in like sessions of 3 hours. I do still usually do 3 hours, but I do actually split them up now, where it can. Spend time with GA. Christmas with her. She is the main, well, yeah, she's the main character's girlfriend in, this scenario.
I'm kind of nervous because I've never spent a Christmas like this. And I'm kind of amazed, too. Here I am, spending Christmas with you, and I didn't even know you last year. But now we're here together, and I feel happy, Come on, say something. You're making me all embarrassed. Oh, that cake looks delicious. Good choice. This is from me. I'm sure it'll look good on you. I bought it, but I want to challenge myself and make one with my own 2 hands next year. And, I want to celebrate Christmas next year with you, too.
Yeah, of course.
Oh, it's this late already. I told my parents I'll be at Yukiko's place tonight. They won't be worried if I'm with Yukiko. Plus, we've done lots of sleepovers at her place and my place before, so... yeah... Oh, you know what I'm trying to say. Hey, wipe that grin off your face! Stupid.
So, you guys spent the night, I assume.
So the case is closed for reals this time.
I think we can safely leave the rest to the police. Adachi has confessed his crimes, so I'm sure Namatame's presumed guilt will be re-examined as well.
I see. Then that really wraps it up.
What'll you do now, Teddy? You're not going back over there, are you?
You better not, you dumb bear. You don't know how much you worried us last time.
I won't suddenly disappear like that again.
Damn straight you won't. Man, just stay here, alright?
Hey, it's me. Good news. It looks like they're letting Nanako come home for a bit. She's awake again, and she's got a good amount of strength back, too. If all goes well, she might be able to leave the hospital for the time being. And as for me, they said I just needed to see a doctor regularly. So I'm planning to come home with Nanako today. Sorry I had to stick you with all the housework. I'll make up for it somehow. Anyway, see you later.
Really? Nanako-chan's coming home? I'm so happy for her.
Me too. I'm really glad. The fog's all gone over here because everyone tried so hard. And now Nana-chan's gotten better.
Nanako-chan tried hard too. She's such an amazing girl.
Oh boy.
Seriously. Thank heavens she's okay.
Just those two.
Where are you touching?
Rip.
Well, one thing's certain. It's party time! Let's throw a big Christmas party for Nanako-chan!
A party, you say? I'm sure Nana-chan will be delighted.
We'll need a cake then.
Guys, please say you're not gonna...
Huh? We're gonna make one.
Of course we're gonna make one.
I've already researched the ingredients.
Oh no.
Hey, wait a sec. Whoa there! That's way too tall an order for you!
Let's go to the grocery department. Come on, Nato-kun, you too.
But I've never baked a cake.
Don't worry, neither have we.
Maybe that is the problem.
It's so warm.
So this is the fabled kotatsu.
I was really looking forward to the new kotatsu.
Yeah, you talked about it all the time at the hospital. Nanako needs to go back for a full checkup early next year, but if they don't find anything wrong, they'll let her go immediately.
If I'd gotten better sooner, we would have been able to buy the kotatsu together. Sorry.
No, don't worry about it.
Okay. Next time, let's go together.
Sorry for the wait.
Oh no. The Christmas edition of Mystery Food X is about to be served.
Bring it on. I'm ready. Got my insurance card and everything.
Yikes.
It's a cake!
Hey, this is bigger than I imagined.
Well, wait, Nanako-chan. I'll be the first one to... No!
It's delicious! It tastes really good!
That can't be. No. Has she lost all sense of taste? Did you guys really make this?
Huh? Of course we did.
Does it actually taste like something? It's not hot, is it? How is it, Kanji?
It's amazing!
You know what they say about true talent not needing to show off. Turns out we had good taste in cooking after all.
Then again, this one
That
was
is
our
baking.
third attempt.
Hey, Yosuke! Chie-chan and the others really are talented chefs. 3 stars for sure.
Impossible. This actually tastes good. Wait, I didn't already pass out, did I? This isn't a dream, right?
Nana-chan, guess what I have? Ta-da! A Christmas present for you!
Oh, it looks just like you!
I wish I could have made it look better, but I thought it'd keep you company at the hospital, Nana-chan. Oh, and it's made from 100% pure teddy fur. I'm a guy who's all about using all natural materials.
Isn't that nice of him, Nanako? Teddy fur.
Uh-huh. Thank you, Teddy.
I have to thank you all again. Adachi confessed to the 2 murders. He insists it was him who hung the bodies, too. There are still things that are unclear about his story, but he's most likely gonna pay for his crimes. Anyway, this was one strange case. If what you said about a world inside the TV was true, then everything might make sense, though I still don't believe it. Some things in this world just can't be explained. Like Nanako. She made a miraculous recovery, and now she's as healthy as ever. back in the day, my own senpai on the force told me something. There's an underside to everything that you can never see. This case has made me think about a lot of things. You've helped us out so much. It was meant to be the other way around, really. There isn't much time left until spring, but I hope I can do some catching up until then.
That's right. You're only here until spring, huh?
Senpai, you're going back?
It won't be the same without you.
Sensei, are you going somewhere?
Doesn't mean I want to go back.
Don't forget, there are people waiting for you. When you get home, show your parents how much you've grown this past year. And then if they're okay with it, you can come back here at any time.
Come on, spring's a long ways off, right? Let's have all the fun we can until then.
Hey, don't get too carried away. My sis would kill me if you got yourself held back a year.
Oh, but then you wouldn't have to go back, huh?
Wow, if that happened, I'd be in the same grade as Senpai.
I don't want to be held back.
Yo!
So from what I just saw, we have 1 day free from school. 1 day at school and then the rest of it free. It's like, why have this day at school? Also, it's only in January we actually get questions again. This is only 6 right now. We skipped the answers from the 10th, the 17th, and the 21st. There's actually 3 answers you need to give for school those days. But the game just skips you to the 23rd. But yeah, sure. Worried about the Midnight Channel? Sure, we're going straight home.
You're back.
Once it gets cold enough, I'm like, that won't happen. Check the Midnight Channel immediately.
I just got off the phone with Chie. Have you checked your TV?
Yeah, I did.
Nothing came on, right? I mean, there was no glow or anything. It's definitely raining outside, though. Does this mean the Midnight Channel's off the air? I'm being serious here. Now that we beat that Amino Sagiri, the case is completely over, right?
Yep, that's right, I hope. Well,
Awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to hound you for an answer. I just felt nervous. But it's finally sinking in. All of us together. We did it! Man, all these things are coming back to me. Like when I put you on the spot and asked you to be our leader. What am I getting all worked up for? The others must all be super happy right now, too. I bet Chia's practically crying her eyes out. Alright, I'll call you again later. Seriously, though. Thanks.
Ah, we're so close.
Sorry. Whew, sorry to keep you waiting. Wait, huh? Is it just you here, Senpai? Seriously? This is the time we all decided on, isn't it? I was watching TV at home, but it seems like I fell asleep. When I woke up, that New Year's show, Toshikoshi Kurotoshi, had already started, so I rushed out here.
Sorry we're late.
Hellos! I'm sorry, Sensei. It's all Yosuke's fault.
Yeah, it's alright.
Aw, you're such a good bear.
Me? It was 100% your fault. But I am sorry about making you wait. We had an emergency at work. Everyone had to refill all of the Lucky Draw bags. We just finished a second ago. Because a certain someone just crammed a bunch of stuff into the bags without checking any of the prices.
Do-do-do-do-do.
Talking about you, you little...
Moving on. Hey, Sensei, where's Nana-chan and her dad?
You doofus. You can't come out on a cold night like this. Dojima-san and Nanako-chan just got temporarily released from the hospital for the holidays. They aren't healed yet.
Well then, where's everyone else? Why are only the guys here? Don't tell me. Is this going to be some lame guys' night celebration? No lovely girls?
Hell no. But man, they're late. They should have gotten here a while ago.
Wonder if they're all meeting up at Yukiko-senpai's house first. You know, like to put on their kimonos.
Kimonos? Did you hear that, Sensei? Kimonos!
Calm down.
Right. You guys are getting way too hot and bothered.
You guys? Hey, I wasn't...
It's written all over your face. Although I must say, seeing Rizette in a kimono would be quite the sight. Whoa. Maybe Naoto's in one too. Okay, now I'm starting to get a little...
I'm sorry about the wait. Sorry. We went to buy some heating packs and ended up running late.
We're sorry.
What's with the non-reaction?
What? Where are your kimonos?
Why would I be in a kimono? We aren't going to be out long enough to bother with putting one on.
See, that's what I thought. I told you all that from the beginning.
Ow, my ears! You got your hopes up on your own. Don't take it out on us. A girl has to save her best outfits for the moments that count the most.
Huh? A kimono's one of a girl's best outfits? Wait, you're implying that you're out of our league.
She wasn't implying.
My heart just froze over.
Shouldn't we be more mindful of the time? If we don't hurry, we'll have to do the countdown here at the entrance.
Oh no! We're going to miss the 2-year shrine visit!
This is my first time being with friends on midnight of New Year's Day.
I'd always just spent it with everyone at the inn until last year.
Actually, I'm glad we were all able to celebrate today here peacefully.
Yeah. All right, everyone, let's get going.
Staying still makes me cold.
They're handing out Amazaki over there.
Not till New Year's.
Hey, how long till next year?
Oh, it's almost time.
Okay! 5, 4,
3, 2, 1!
Happy New Year!
I'm glad we're here together.
New Year's here!
Finally, the new year's here!
Let's make this year a great
Happy New Year,
this
both
year
of
too,
you.
partner.
Thank you.
It's not your celebration.
Nope, none for you, Rise.
What?
And the same goes for you, Yukiko.
Come on, just let it go. Oh, it's snowing. Wow.
Whoa.
I told you it was cold. Do you think the snow will pile up?
This is what they call a white New Year's, huh?
No one calls it that.
It's a new year, but you're still Morangi.
What?
Morangi. Oh.
Hey, what are you nodding for? Shut up!
I get the orangey part. I know what to mean.
The leading group has crossed the Big Showa Bridge, and they're using their final kick as they prepare to hand off. The runners for the next leg wait for their turn to don the sash and run. This relay point was changed in 2009.
Ah, there you are. All right, are we ready then? Happy New Year.
Happy New Year!
I'm hungry. No, Happy New Year.
Happy New Year to you too, big bro.
Will probably still be a bit of a pain for you, but may things go well this year. In any case, you've changed over this past year. You've got a man's face now. I didn't see you while I was hospitalized, and that's what made me notice. I feel relieved, since so much happened.
Thanks.
Though, it is odd for me to say that, since I'm the one that caused you such trouble.
Dad, can we eat yet?
All right, let's dig in. Man, I can't thank those guys working the holiday at Jeunesse enough. I wandered over there and they even had New Year's food.
Thanks for the food.
Let's eat. Nanako, what do you want to eat? I'll get it for you.
Kobumaki.
Of course we go to the shrine with her. Go to her with the shrine, yes.
Sorry for the wait. Happy New Year! Oh wait, I already told you that. So, how does my kimono look?
You look cute.
That makes me feel like a little girl at a wedding being told she's cute for dressing up like a grown-up. But I guess I'm still happy that you said I'm cute. Since I'd never really considered wearing a kimono on New Year's until now, and because of my tomboyish personality, my family teased me so much about wearing my kimono out today. The moment seemed right, so I decided to tell all of them about you. Well, that's it. Well, time to visit the shrine. Have you decided what your wish will be?
May both of us attain happiness.
Oh my god, the most cliche wish ever. And you said it with a totally straight face. Although, I couldn't come up with anything better. I was gonna wish for the same thing. Alright, since I really want my wish to come true, I'm not gonna skimp. 500 yen offering! Let's go draw fortunes! This place doesn't make special New Year's fortunes that are better, so you gotta focus on drawing a good one, okay?
Big one without thinking.
Not bad. I got a half blessing. I forget which one is better, half blessing or small blessing. Oh well, ordinary is best anyway. But if your romance fortune was a lot better than mine, then that wouldn't be good. Until a little while ago, I would get really depressed every time I thought about you leaving in March. But now it's starting to not bother me, because now I realize that the distance between us won't matter. I love you so much, after all. What a cheesy line, right? Yikes, it's freezing! We should get some coffee somewhere.
We can do that to my place.
Your house? It's a bit embarrassing to go there wearing this. We're just talking about having some coffee, right? What I mean is, well, let's just go to Juness. That place will definitely be open for coffee.
You're back.
Yeah, I don't know what else I would have to do. I will very quickly just save.
Whoa! Look at all the snow!
Looks like we got a lot of snowfall this year, huh?
Hey! I want to make a snowman!
A snowman, huh? I'd help you make one, but the doctor told me to avoid bending over so that my back would heal up.
What about you, big bro?
Yeah, let's make one together.
Yay!
Nanako, don't get too worked up, all right? You'll get sick and have to stay at the doctor's for a long time.
Okay.
If you get cold, come right in. Can you promise that?
Uh-huh. Big bro, that's amazing! How did you get it so big?
You need strength.
I'm a strong girl, though. I can hold a frying pan all by myself.
All right, I think you two have done enough. Let me help now. I think I can take it home from here.
And what about your wounds? I mean, I'll leave it to you, but still.
Yeah?
Just watch and learn. You're not the master of snowmen in this house yet. There.
It's done!
It still needs a face, though. We should draw one for it.
We're gonna draw a face? Hey, Big Bro, I want it to look like Teddy. Can you make the face look like Teddy? It's a Teddy Man! It looks so cool!
You're pretty good. Good for you, Nanako.
Thanks, Big Bro!
If we don't go in soon, you'll catch a cold.
Aw, already?
I'll make you something hot to drink. Well, it'll just be coffee.
Okay, make it sweet for me.
Might be able to do some things. Oh boy. Beep boop.
I'll take that as a yes then. Okay.
Yeah, it's easy to just immediately call, you know?
Yeah, fair. So what's Riddle up to, you know, except for the whole streaming thing?
Well, I have done the not last dungeon of Persona 4, but I'm getting there.
Alright, that's good.
The game has decided to put me in the position of New Year, which is after that dungeon. So I'm at least on the good ending already.
That's good. That's good.
Happy New Year!
And yeah, I'm actually working towards the true ending. But that is like March 20th in game time.
Alright.
I can see it in my notes. The final dungeon can only be done by aiming for the true ending. Play the game normally until March 20th. Yep. But I am already at max level, so I'm not even going into the dungeons. Because it's just not needed.
Fair enough.
There might be like one character that is not level 99. Yeah, Yukiko. But she's like 604 experience away. It's like, do one battle the moment I need to go into the last dungeon and that's it.
One whole battle, damn.
Yeah, from the dungeon that I just did, I got like 3,000 experience per fight.
Alright.
And that got up to like 6,000 at times.
Happy New Year! Oh wait, I already said that.
I hope we get along this year too. But I already said that.
Sorry to drop
But,
by
yeah,
unannounced.
no, end of the
I thought
game,
about calling you,
pretty much.
but we were already in the area.
Sweet.
Thank you for inviting me in.
Let me just.
You gotta
also
wait for him to actually
do my own
invite you
screen
in
share
first.
because I've got a
Sheesh.
little bit of something to show you.
Oh boy.
Nothing
But-
very exciting, by the way, but you know, because it's DCS. I know you don't really care. You just pretend to care for a little while. Which
Yeah,
I appreciate.
I need to have the right. I need to make sure that my audio window is actually on a different screen then. Otherwise, I can't even see what you're doing.
Fair enough.
Because I do need to keep in mind that, yeah, no, it's an hour per session.
Yeah.
Do you have any
fair
plans
enough.
during the break? If you don't have anything lined up, why don't we go skiing? There are a lot of mountains
Yeah, no,
in
I
the
can
area,
see the game now.
and it seems that there are
Alright,
a lot of
cool.
little
So
ski
there's a
resorts
few
around
things
here.
I discovered
It'll be a cheap
about
trip
this
because
little
it's local.
module here,
And the
which
snow
you should
quality is supposed to be
recognize
pretty
from
good
last time.
too. What do you think?
So,
No, I don't recognize it.
oh well, this is Russian attack kilo. It's wild. That's about it. So, we discovered that a large part of the interior, like engine parts of this thing, were actually modeled.
Chia and Yukiko said that
I've
they're
now
free
found
too.
a way to
So
expose
I'm going to
them,
start making serious
which is
plans
my
for
little
this.
hotkey, and
Yukiko's
it'll
usually busy
make
during
this
this season
thing
too. If
basically
she's free, I'm
transform.
pretty sure everyone else
Look
should
at all
be able to
that.
Holy fuck.
Ooh,
It is
another
absolutely
overnight
useless,
event.
but I love
I'll
it.
leave ski
It's
tracks
so
of
cool.
love under the frigid sky.
The only thing that kind of
Hey,
annoys
Yosuke,
me a
do
little
we have a
bit, but I
plan
know
for our
I know that
second
they
chance
really
at a
didn't have a
surprise
choice here.
sneak-in?
So every panel
Why are
that
you assuming that we're
could
going to try
open
that
up
again? What happened
opens
last
up,
time was
right?
bad enough.
But there's a couple,
It ain't
specifically
over
the
till
ones
it's over.
that are kind of in the shade here, but
That
right
doesn't
alongside
make
the
much
barrel
sense.
of the main
I
gun.
mean, stop bringing that up.
Look at
We're
those.
talking about skiing here.
They just teleport open.
Skiing?
And I know why, because probably in real life they'd have to move
you
the
guys are
gun
here.
out of the way for them to actually open in the
Hello.
first place.
Sorry for
But
barging
they can't
in.
do that in
Oh,
DCS,
and
and
Happy New Year.
then they'd have
Oh,
to
yeah.
clip through.
Same to you.
Which
Well, we're
I
gonna go
would have
now.
preferred that there
Sorry,
were like
but
a
I'm
little
leaving you to fend for
animation of the
yourself
gun
for a
kind of
while.
folding away,
We
these
should be
things
back by the
opening
middle of the month.
normally.
Yeah, or just
Are you
or just
going on a
them
trip?
sliding downwards.
Nah, we're headed
Yeah,
to the
but you see,
hospital.
they
Nanako's
probably in
only
real life
allowed
they
to
don't
leave the
actually
hospital
slide
for
that
New
way, so they
Year's.
wanted
I
to
need
do
to
the
take
more
her back.
realistic thing, and just hope that you
Seriously?
wouldn't look at them.
I'm sorry,
'Cause
I shouldn't
to
have
be
mentioned
honest,
stuff
you
like
just gotta
skiing at a
be
time
really
like this.
using this for screenshots anyway,
No,
because
that's
in
okay.
gameplay there's nothing to
Nanako's
offer
getting
here.
better, but the
Unless
doctor wants
maybe
to just in case.
This is like
I'll be going
a
along for physical
groundwork
therapy
layout
to keep her
update
company.
for like a more maintenance-focused ground crew system.
I'm all better.
Because they're reworking the
wonder
way
there'd
that
be
the
any
AI,
germs
like
hiding away
infantry
inside
works,
you,
the whole skeletons, the whole
worry, I'll
animations,
be
their
with you.
logic.
It won't be for much longer.
And people have
okay?
been speculating that that could come into like in
Well,
the airbase
sorry, but
crew as
I'll
well.
have to
So
count
if
on
you
you to
were
look
to,
out for the
if
house.
you needed to repair it, to come over
See
and
you,
open
big
one of these
bro.
hatches to do the repair on, which sounds really cool. But
Poor
that's all
Sensei.
speculation at this
Are you
point.
all alone at
Otherwise,
home
this
again?
is all a little bit of wasted time.
know.
But
I'll
I
stay here
I
with
like
you
this
until
to begin with.
Nana-chan
I mean,
and
this
Pops
looks
come
fucking
back.
phenomenal. But oh well.
Stay?
So there's that.
Wait, do you
There's
plan
also a
on
little
moving in?
Easter egg that
Don't
not a
be
lot of
stupid.
people know about,
He
but
already has to
I've
do all the
spotted
housework.
because
I
some
can't
guy in the
saddle him
forum
with
told
some
me about
burden
it,
like
and
you.
I had a big laugh.
Sensei, your
So
life with me
in
will
all
be
these compartments, I've got fuck all idea what they all really are, but I know that there's a storage place for the pilot,
Now
like right
that's my
underneath this tail here, where
sensei.
those bags are.
You're agreeing?
Now
just
Wow.
look
like
at
that?
this
Man, I'm no
They
kanji,
fucking
but
put
you seriously are an
Adidas sneakers
easygoing guy.
in the storage.
Oh
Now
boy.
that that's decided, I'm gonna go get
They had
my
to
pair of
rename it,
belongings and
but
some
you know
snacks.
the logo still checks
Man,
out,
It's out of our control.
and that's just because of that.
Look,
You know, the
just
whole
let him spend one day here
Russians
at
like
least.
Adidas
If he
running
bugs the
gag,
hell
because
out
you
of
always
you,
see them
you
wearing
can
like
send him back to me
tracksuits or
whenever you want.
whatever.
And think about
They
that
kind of
ski trip.
added that little
I'll send
Easter
you an
egg
email
in
once
there,
I've
which
got
I
all the
just find
details
to be
worked out.
pretty fucking hilarious. The fact that they bothered to model shoes and put them in a helicopter is just amazing. Additionally, I've also did a little bit of a play around with the livery editor, because you know I'm me and I like doing that. And I've made my own personal one. Now there's a couple of there's a big change right out the gates here. Pretty sure you can spot it. This is I've used the same livery as a base plate, but this one has
That's
this
the numbers.
has the numbers, and it has a glossy paint job over the top of the existing black. This isn't actually a texture, like the darker black. This is just a rough matte. That's it. So I just added like the more a material look to the base layout, which is actually more realistic. Funnily enough, I've seen pictures of KA50s in black, and every single time, let's see if I can find one of those pictures actually to use as a reference. But every single time you see a black KA50 in real life, they do have a little bit of a gloss to them. This is a good one to show you,
Oh,
if it'll allow me. There you go. It's a small picture, but you'll see that there's clearly a gloss paint job, and the black is a lot darker than the one that was provided in the as the base template. So I've made it a lot more realistic. Added the numbers, which are indeed dynamic. I could turn this into 69 if I want to,
You're late.
which of course I'd want to. But I've always been number 77, so I always keep that nice.
Fair.
And as a little side benefit, I've also found a way to actually, you know, add things to the livery, so I've added my custom pilot name, not Hunter or anything like that, because I've used this helicopter in a small like prequel story to the pilot story. So I'm using the name of the guy that was kind of the main character in that prequel. Makes more sense. And on top of that, I did go all edge, and yes, I've got an entirely black outfit and a black helmet because I'm edgy like that. It was also easier to do because editing the texture file for the pilot's outfit kind of had it all like combined into like one flat image, which was really difficult to tell what was what. So I just kind of desaturated it and then made it darker, which in turn made everything darker, obviously. But it turned out pretty well. I'm going to see if I could make this little emblem another color to kind of have it stand out a bit more because it blends in too much.
Yeah, figure out what that is, because I don't even think you have really looked at that.
No, I mean, I've seen the emblem in the file, but I've just, removed the color and made it darker alongside the rest of the outfit. A funny thing is that the helmet itself comes as a different file, but the like little sight thing for the gun that's on top of the helmet, that one came included in the file for the pilot uniform, so it's black now too. Which I did completely by accident, but I'm fine with it anyway. It looks pretty cool. It completes the look. So now I think this thing looks hella sexy. The only thing I'm waiting for still is for someone to figure out a way to recolor the Vickers missiles.
Yeah, those are still green.
They're still green. They kind of stand out like a sore thumb now. They still look better if you run it to default livery, but well, I don't do that here. I do wonder though, like what would happen if I add that glossy rough matte to the default livery. I think that would look pretty spicy. The default livery still doesn't look bad at all, but I need myself those black missiles because I'm an edgelord like that.
It also fits better than the green ones. On like the green ones, like they look too random.
Yeah.
It looks like they don't belong if the rest of the paint job is completely black.
Yeah, exactly. Like they look really in place with this one, but because I'm using the black one anyway, they kind of stand out a little bit too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
The fact that the air-to-air missiles are green, oddly enough, I think that's fine. I can live with that as long as this one is the big ones are black.
Yeah, but like
I do want a little bit of green still in there.
Yeah, like the small, like the other ones are small, like and they're completely on the edge, so I do get those at least.
But yeah, so I'm hoping that someone figures out a way to at least change the colors of the missiles, and maybe, and I'll do that for both of them, actually. Figure out a way to turn these like semi-blue pylons into like gray or black as well. And I would want that on the small ones as well, because the blue kind of really looks out of place.
Yeah, fair.
But for the most part, things are looking good. I've also prepared a little bit of a mission here for me as like a training bed to use up all of the existing things of the helicopter and also implement some of the new stuff. So along this route, I've put down this little bunch of boys, and I've put them down as if they were like a regular patrol, and they see the helicopter, they stop, and the guy whips out a Stinger missile to go take me down, just so I can test the the new defense warning system that this thing is built into. There's those little IR cameras on the front and the back. See how they hold on. See if I die instantly or die a minute later, basically. I've got a Black Hawk that's unarmed right now, just kind of cruising my way, so whenever I've dealt with them, I'll run into this thing before I get to the next checkpoint. I could probably, after this thing spawned in with a trigger, but yeah, fuck it, too much work. Which will allow me to...
If it's just a simple training mission, yeah, don't bother.
Yeah, which will allow me to
besides,
then
it's unarmed.
Use... Exactly. So even if I'm not really prepared for it, it's not gonna just blow me out the sky out of nowhere. But at least that'll allow me to test out the new INGAME missiles, which I've already used, and they are awful. Like, I mean, you can kind of tell already that they are small boys. They are extremely, extremely small boys.
Yep.
and they only have like a 1.5 kilo-ish sized warhead in them. So even if you do hit a helicopter dead on, sometimes it'll take more than one missile. Hell, I've taken shots at the American attack helicopter, the Apache, and I needed 4 of them to actually take that fucking thing down. Because that thing is, you know, pretty fucking heavily armored.
Yeah.
And they basically just tickle them. You can also,
tickle brain.
I've used it to varying degrees of success before.
Don't worry.
Use the Vickers missiles in the air-to-air mode. You can just, you know, with the camera on the nose, you can look at the target, lock it up, and these things will, you know, fucking find it and
Is
kill
it
it.
good? Really?
Which is a guaranteed one-hit kill no matter what you hit.
Half the cooking was
So,
done by the head chef. He
in
took over
essence,
again.
the air-to-air
But he told me
capabilities
I've
of the
gotten a
Shark
lot
here hasn't
better.
really improved all that much. I think the Iglos are kind of more
also
as a
thinking of continuing
holy
my
shit,
studies
holy
for
what the
job
fuck
license.
surprise self-defense
I don't plan to leave
mechanism.
anymore,
But
but
if you have the
I
time
thought
to
I
lock
might
up the
as
target
well.
and shoot it, you're better off using the
I'm glad
standard
I
ones
realized sooner.
to guarantee
If
your
I'd
kill.
struck out on my own, I know I
There,
would
but
have
you know,
regretted
this is reliant on you having
I
the
wanted
time
to
to lock
become
it up,
completely
find it, and so
self-sufficient.
on.
But
If you're
I
in a
think I was
pinch
being
and you're getting
presumptuous.
ambushed, then yeah,
I
the
have the
Iglos are a
inn.
lot
I
easier
have my
to
family.
swing onto the
I
target
have
and
the
kill it with.
waitresses and chefs.
You'll just need to do it, you know,
I
quite a
am
few
who
times.
I am now because I was raised by such a
Yeah,
kind
but
group.
you know, you can at least make them
When I
have
think
to
of it that way,
dodge.
my problems aren't
Yeah.
just my own.
I've also
That's
got
why
this little
I
army
kind of stay here by
of,
my own will.
well, terrorists basically coming to take over the town that's over there. So, which will basically allow me to use any weapon I want on them. I could use my missiles. I can use
I
my
like that it's
gun.
just a simple car just coming their way.
I mean, that's a truck driver. Truck drivers don't care. He's got a job to do. Doesn't give a fuck about the terrorists.
Yeah.
No. People are relying on his logistics.
Would have been fun if he just literally rammed one of them.
Yeah, I think they just phase through each other because the
Well, yeah.
road cars, they don't actually have like a hitbox or anything. They'll just go through it. But yeah, I mean, you don't fuck around with logistics guys. They don't give a shit about you. You know, logistics guys are weird.
Oi. I mean, fair, but oi.
And I think after that, I've got this little setup here, which is, you know, the terrorist camps where they come from, with a little bit heavier air defenses. Because at least in my logic, they've stolen these things. Because obviously terrorists wouldn't have
This is my
French-made
new power?
AA guns
Power you've
just
shown
laying about.
me.
So they must
Power
have
of
stolen these things.
treasure.
And it's my job to, you know, make sure that they can't use them anymore by blowing them
want
the
you to
fuck
have
up before
this.
they blow me the fuck up.
Fair.
But that's only if I survive every encounter
It's
so
a charm
far.
from that shrine.
And once that's done, I will double back to the base and, you know, try to land on this specific square. And
I
the
think
more
of
I
you
do
as
this,
an
I'll like use little
irreplaceable
barriers to make the
No
landing
matter how
space a
far
bit
apart
smaller
we
every
are.
single time. The more
Even
I,
if
you know,
we
the more
never meet again,
proficient I get at it.
that feeling will never change.
Make it to
You're
add a
dear
little
to
bit
me.
of challenge there. So I think in general, this should provide me with all the basics I need in one little mission that I can run a couple
I
of
like
times.
how the other helicopter is already almost on you.
Yeah, well, that's because I've been sitting here for quite a while talking bullshit.
Yep.
Obviously, if I had a trigger set up, like if I had a trigger set up that, you know, it spawns in the moment I get to the stinger, then yeah, it won't be a problem. This is why I use triggers quite a lot to avoid shit like this. But because, you know, when I'm running this mission, I'll like start this thing up immediately, head over to the stinger, get shot at, and then kill it in return. Hopefully, I've never really tried it yet. I'm really curious to see how that's gonna go actually. And by the time I've dealt with the stinger, or it's dealt with me, the Blackhawk should be like roughly halfway here. So it's not, because it's not going that quick. I've set it to be going fairly slowly, at least by helicopter standards. Like it's going a whole 80 knots, which is pittance. Considering that a helicopter could probably push 150 knots before, you know, you start kind of breaking the whole thing. Helicopters are slow when you compare them to jets, holy shit. Like
What do you expect?
I mean, that's exactly what I expected, the fact that they're slow, but flying at the helicopter in DCS kind of gives you a whole different perspective on the way that they're used and how slow they are, because this flight right here is about, you know, just shy of 30 miles. And for a helicopter, that's a considerable little flight. A jet could do this in like
Welcome home.
3 minutes, probably even less if you use the afterburner. Like, this is nothing for a jet. This is still nothing for a jet. Which is kind of fun because you get to, because as a fixed wing pilot, you kind of fly over the map for the most part, and you don't really pay attention to it. As a helicopter pilot, you're more down and dirty on the ground, so you know the terrain features kind of stick out a bit more, which is a little bit nice. It's refreshing. It's the same reason as to why I like sometimes to not do one of the Navy jets like the Hornet or the Tomcat, because you'll see that carrier a few billion fucking times, and it's always, you know, the same looking ship with water around it. It's very samey. And then when you use one of the Air Force jets like the Viper or the A-10, you'll at least be on an airfield, so you know there's interesting shit around you, cool things to look at.
Yeah, things that,
just,
you know, things like tanks and such that for some reason you can't do damage to, but they kill you the moment you land.
Exactly.
Yeah, that second mission, I remember that.
Yeah, you still have nightmares about that one.
Nightmares? Just nightmares?
I'm actually curious to see where this thing is gonna go, because I'm pretty sure that I've ended the route here, so now it'll kind of like go into sandbox mode. Let me speed things up a little bit. Where is this thing gonna go? It's actually sped up quite a bit too. It's gone up to 96 knots. Yep, slowing down quite heavily now. Probably because it's fucking about with the terrain. Yeah, the terrain is getting higher.
Yeah, it's most likely.
Where are you going? We're on an adventure. I also like that there's actually no pilot in this thing. It's just a drone apparently. That's because this thing is actually not even like an official module or whatever. This is just a mod. And for a mod, it looks pretty fucking good, not gonna lie.
Fair.
But you know, they could model, the guys that did this, they could model a helicopter, but they couldn't model a pilot because, you know, humans are difficult.
Humans are difficult.
Where the fuck is this thing going? Dude, there's like nothing in between the helicopter and the next, you know, shoreline. The way it's headed, anyway. This guy's in for a long fucking flight. Holy hell.
I mean, his problem, right? Technically yours, because you do need to take it down.
Well, I mean, I don't think I need to anymore, because I'll never catch up with it at this point.
Fair.
I think he's kind of taken care of that problem. But yeah, I'm not gonna watch it go all the fucking way. That'll be crazy. Look at this thing. What? There's a Ka-50 here. Huh? What the fuck? Oh, it's the old one. Oh yeah, because I used the same mission, the one that the testing thing on previously, where I had the helicopter spawn here next to the old version.
Oh, what you showed me like the other day.
I moved the player helicopter, but I didn't remove this one, so it's still there. Look at how ugly this thing is. Yeah. The graphics on this thing were awful. I mean, the tint on the windows is just really bad.
I mean, that's normal.
When you compare it to this one now with the glossy paint job, it's just a night and day difference. It's insane. This thing looks ridiculously good now. Arguably, I think out of every single module that's been released, so far, the Black Shark 3 might be the best looking one, with all the bells and whistles, all the hidden detail. It's the latest one, so it makes sense that it's the best looking one, but fuck,
Fair.
dude. Pretty insane.